Hi, welcome. My name is Chrissy, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you a channel prediction reading for the week starting the 10th of January. Now, I'm just going to close my eyes and we'll just get started and we'll see what comes up. Now, I'm getting copious amounts of crying. So I feel like crying to me always indicates release. So it's saying to me that it's time for people to start to release their old emotions. Now, I have talked before about what we're all going through is like a soul experience. So it's the breaking down of the soul in order to rebuild it back up. So when they're saying to me that crying to me is releasing toxins and things out of your body. It's always a great release. It almost makes you feel like a completely different person sometimes if you have a good cry. I know for men that's often a little harder, and they do say that anger is men's tears. So if you've been a bit angry lately, that can also be an indicator of sort of having the equivalent to a cry. But what they're saying is that anger that rises up in us is about finding that soul strength. So what's happening is that we're rising up, and I've talked about this before. It's about things crumble and crash in order to rise back up, and they're showing that the phoenix rising. So it's kind of from the ashes the phoenix rises. So that's a very positive thing going into the week of the 10th, is about, you know, starting to really rise up into your true power and your true nature. Because even though things have broken us down in the last couple of years, and that's definitely around, you know, feeling fear, feeling worried. I talk about being in that vibrational state of uncertainty and confusion and what's happening. Like, that's not a healthy place to be. So you've got to start to look this week of the 10th of just slowing down your mind, slowing down your life. And these things have an effect on your heart as well. That slows down your heart. Sometimes if we're wound up, a lot of people can get heart palpitations and things like this because they're just not vibrating on a very good level. So you've got to kind of, on the week of the 10th, look for the things that are going to slow you down in order to sort of reignite that spark in you. Now, like I've said, we're going through a lot of soul changes. A lot of people have gone through ascension processes. We're rebuilding our souls. We're finding out who we really are. Often things from childhood have led us to this part of the journey where we're needing to break things down and deal with them now. A lot of people suppress things. I'm definitely getting that message around the 10th, is not to suppress things anymore, that you need to get things out. Harboring and hanging on to old emotions is very toxic, and that can be very debilitating. So the week of the 10th, it's very important that you sit down, that you start to talk to people, or you be very honest to people about how you're feeling. There's nothing wrong with being honest as long as you're not out to hurt people and you're doing it in a very genuine way. Dealing with your feelings is definitely something that's going to be coming up around the 10th of January. So look at that. Look at really sort of focusing on that inside and getting things kind of out. And the message is like, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. You know, when we're little, our parents say to us, oh, don't wish your life away. You know, when you're young, you just want to be 18 and you want to be in your 20s, and your parents say, don't wish your life away, you'll be old before you know it. And then suddenly you blink and you're there. So sort of the message this week is to just really focus on enjoying where you are at this time. No matter what age you are, do the things that are going to be fruitful for you. So it might just be something simple that you've always wanted to grow. For example, a beautiful lemon tree, or these are just examples that they're popping into my head, or grow some sort of citrus tree in your backyard. Go and plant it. This is a great week for starting to reinvent yourself. So things that might have been on your mind for a long time, go and do that. It's almost showing me like even fishing line, like fishing nets. If you've wanted to go fishing and take your grandkids fishing or your sons fishing, go and do things like this. This is a very good week, January, for reigniting those sparks within us. And this is how you do it. You go and you act on the things that you've always wanted to do or been really passionate about. And that's really a clear message for this week. Like I said, plant the lemon tree, plant a citrus tree. they're very simple things, but they're ways of getting you back into nature. I always talk about nature, but it's about digging in the earth, getting near the water, catching some fish. It might be crabbing. They could, it could be that someone lives near the water and you've got those kind of opportunities. So look for these things in that week of January. Just stop and just go and do those kinds of things that have been in your mind that you haven't actually acted on, because these are the ways you, like I said, you ignite that spark inside. Now they're showing me a sheriff, like the sheriff badge, and they're saying that the sheriff has power. Now this is not literally about a sheriff. This is about you and you being in charge of your county or your state or your vibration, your own self. So what they're saying is that, you have the sheriff at the top and then you have all the police or whoever underneath. It's like the pyramid kind of formation. Well, that's what they're showing me, is that you're kind of like the sheriff at the top who's making the decisions and you're controlling who goes where. Now it's time to kind of make those decisions. And this could be sort of around, I feel, filtering out friends and even family too. Getting on like your social platforms and thinning things out so you've got the more genuine circles, rather than having all these kind of drifters and people that hang on the outskirts. That's not sort of propping you up. So that's what they're meaning about the sheriff and how he's making those final decisions. You're actually the sheriff and you're going to be making these decisions, filtering down. Catch up with people that you hear from regularly. There might be people that you never hear from that you have to ring all the time. Well, is that sort of an even friendship? And this is kind of what they're saying to you, is that you've got the power now to kind of make these choices and these decisions. Having hundreds and hundreds of friends, it doesn't really mean anything. It's about the quality of the friendships and the quality of the people in your life. So really that's what they're kind of saying, like you have, as a sheriff or the person in charge, you have that power now to choose the people you want to have in your life, the people that make you feel good, people that make you stronger, and don't let yourself be belittled and put down by other people. And that's why they're telling you to sort of pop that badge on and you start making those decisions and going, yes, I'm going to keep you, no, yes, you're very valuable to me, or no, all you do is feed me negativity. This is what's very important on the week of the 10th of January, is that you start to really make that sort of stack formation now of who's important to you. And I'm not saying you're above people. That's not what they're implying. What they're implying is that you have the strength and you have the power and you have the knowledge. So usually if you think of the sheriff, he's got a lot more knowledge, or he's done a lot more study, or these kind of things. So you've got that knowledge to nut out what you, and well, virtually who you want to have in your life. And that's a very important message here, the 10th of January. So look, they're just some quick tips to get you through the week. I hope they help you. Leave me comments. I love hearing from you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you want some more help. I've got lots of self-help videos. I think I've talked about that before, that can help you around so many subjects. Go and check those out. I've got heaps of prediction readings, weekly, monthly, and 2022 ones that I've already put up. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.